NXT on Tuesday. And what a show we had for you. Whether the trifecta becomes full circle, such a fun 8-man or 8 mixed match tag team match as our main event. Karrion Kross laying out a killer promo challenging anyone in the locker room and a new cruiserweight champion. All that more as we dissect the first NXT on Tuesdays on the USA Network, and we are starting right now. I can now watch NXT on Tuesdays and AEW on Wednesdays for reviewing full. Woo! Right, so let's start with that beginning, shall we? Karrion Kross, your new NXT champion, cuts out a promo saying that, he can finally defend a championship just like he should. Gives Finn Balor all the respect in the world, but says the real champ is here and he is willing to defend his title against anybody, and says that the landscape of NXT is going to change. I'm really excited that Kross is the NXT champion. Like I said in my predictions, I felt that NXT was very much getting a revamp since it was moving to Tuesdays, and since, usually after a big takeover, they usually change things around with new champions. So I was really excited for this. I love the duo between Scarlett and Kross, and by the way, that entrance, phenomenal. But moving right along, it was Santos Escobar, our new undisputed cruiserweight champion, who laid out the challenge. Said that he's finally proved that he is the real cruiserweight champion. Said that he's following the footsteps of his father and that his son is going to follow his own footsteps, and lays out a challenge to anybody. And the person who accepted that challenge is the person who lost to Pete Dunne last week at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, Kushida. And after a phenomenal 15-minute match, it looks like we are finally pushing Kushida because he is your new Cruiserweight champion. This is so exciting. They have not done anything with Kushida for the maybe 2.5 to 3 years that he's been signed. And I'm so excited to see him with the championship. I really hope they don't do a rematch next weekend and Santos wins it back. This was definitely shocking to me. I thought since they had Santos win at TakeOver, he was going to have a pretty long reign. But I like it. I think it fits. That makes me really excited. Maybe Santos goes after the North American Championship. Him and Johnny. That's a pretty good match. Hunter, if you're watching, book it for the takeover during SummerSlam weekend, if that's the next takeover we're doing. But yeah, very good match. Very excited Kushida is our champion. But moving on to the trifecta of champions. Dakota Kai introduces Raquel Gonzalez, who is just so grateful that she's won. She talks about the story about 1.5 years ago when NXT first moved to the USA Network. She was told she wasn't ready and swore to herself that that moment would never happen again. Says that Io Shirai is such a great competitor and she's been such a great champion and she cannot wait to defend her own championship when the debut of Frankie Monet, aka Taya Valkyrie, with her dog. Like, they actually let the dog in the ring, which is quite shocking. Taya comes out and says that the best women's division in the world just got a whole lot better because she's here, and puts the women's champion on notice. But when you thought the segment was done, it wasn't, because out came Rhea Ripley to prove that this really is her brutality and congratulates Rhea Gonzalez. But we weren't done there, because next the EST or the BEST of WWE, Bianca Belair, came out. And if you guys saw floating the past couple weeks this photo of Rhea, Bianca, and Raquel, I believe it was taken 2 years ago. It was right around when Raquel might have first debuted in NXT live events. And they looked at the picture, they looked at each other and realized that all 3 of them are champions right now. It was such a feel-good moment, such a cool full circle moment. It was really cool to see it. And, it just proves to you, NXT is where the real champions play. I mean, come on, Rollins is the first NXT champion. But our main event, which a lot of things happened. So we have Bronson Reed and Dexter Lewis alongside our NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus the entire way of Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell. And oh my god, this was so much fun. You got to see Candice prove that she really is the queen of intergender wrestling when she was doing dives, and even also almost power slam Bronson Reed. But the highlight of the entire match was when Indy Hartwell was just trying to get Dexter to capture her, and the first time Johnny broke it up, and then, Austin Theory broke it up, and then she tossed Austin out of the ring, and then she was laying there, and Dexter was like, oh my gosh, I just have to take her, and then Beth Phoenix just saying this is Beauty and the Beast, this is a true Cinderella story, oh my gosh. And that was really funny, so I'm really excited to see what they do with that next week. And Indy Hartwell, you are a legend, my friend. But this was such a good tag match. All 8 of them looked really good, and if you're willing to build NXT around all 8 of these superstars, I'm okay with that. Obviously, the faces get the win here, and I believe, no, it was Bronson Reed pinning Austin Theory, and after, the rest of the way was looking for Indy Hartwell. So yeah, this was a really fun episode of NXT. I guess the only thing I also want to mention is when they were showing the exclusive footage of Kyle versus Adam, and they were in the hospital, and Adam was just yelling at Kyle that he was going to kill him because they both ended up in the hospital. I thought that was really funny and just long-term storytelling. And I'm telling you, that's not the only time we're gonna see this match. And also, Roderick Strong. What? Roderick Strong basically just said, I'm done, and resigned from NXT. So we've seen him on SmackDown, we see him next week on Raw. What does this mean? And Marina Shaffer was there, who in real life is Roddy Strong's wife. So are they both going to the main roster? Is she going to be his manager? I have so many questions here. I was like, oh my god. And then William Regal was just like, well, if you ever need anything, you want to come back home, you can. What? What are we gonna do when Bobby Fish comes back? Damn. So I guess we'll see. I mean, it'd be kind of funny if Rollins just cutting a promo when Strong comes out. Actually, that's what I see happening. If that happens, you heard it here first. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought this was a very good episode for NXT, especially since it was the first one on Tuesdays. It was fun, a very easy episode to get through, and I felt like the NXT after Mania was way better than the Raw after WrestleMania. And I'm pretty sure everyone would agree with me. So, make sure to like this video, comment what you guys thought about NXT, the good, the bad, and everything else. Make sure to subscribe and click that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys tomorrow with our AEW Dynamite review. And oh, that tag team match between the Young Bucks, Pac, and Phoenix has Match of the Year written all over it.